Yeah.
Ever wish you could just hit like a reset button on your brain? You know,
Yeah.
just break a bad habit, snap your fingers, boom, it's gone. Or unlock, I don't know, like some hidden potential that you didn't even know you had.
Right.
Well, get this. Today we're diving deep into a topic that just might hold the key to doing just that. Hypnosis.
Ooh.
And a huge thanks to London Heartbeat Seed Academy UK for providing the amazing educational material for this deep dive.
They're great.
Now, if you find this kind of exploration as fascinating as we do us a favor and subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube channels. You'll get updates on future episodes. And trust me, you won't want to miss those.
Definitely not.
We'll be taking a close look at a presentation by Kisal Iftikhar on the fundamentals of hypnosis, maybe even debunk a few myths along the way.
It's amazing how hypnosis still kind of walks this line, between like scientific understanding and almost like mystical allure.
Right. Like on one hand, you have therapists and medical professionals using it. And on the other, there's that whole image of the stage hypnotist, making people cluck like chickens.
Yeah.
So which is it? Is it mind control or a legitimate tool?
That's what makes it so interesting, right? The answer, as with most things, it isn't so black and white. Even defining hypnosis can be tricky.
Okay, so how do we even start to understand it then?
Well, there's the state theory. And in this theory, hypnosis is seen as this distinct mental state, different from our normal waking consciousness.
So like you're actually transported to a different mental place?
Yeah, in a way. But then you have the non-state theory. And this one argues that hypnosis is more of a naturally occurring state of relaxation and focus, something we all experience from time to time. Have you ever gotten lost in a good book?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Where the world around you just melts away.
Totally.
That could be considered a light hypnotic state.
Whoa, really? That's pretty mind-blowing. So basically, we could be experiencing these mini hypnosis moments without even realizing it.
Exactly. And Kisal Iftikhar's presentation, it actually goes into different types of hypnosis.
Yeah.
Each with its own methods and applications.
Okay, let's break those down, what we're talking about here.
Well, you've got traditional hypnosis, probably the one that comes to mind first. This is where that classic image of the swinging pocket watch comes in.
Uh-huh.
The hypnotist guides the subject into a trance-like state and then gives, suggestions or commands.
Okay, so this is the type that sometimes gets a bad rap, right? Like the whole stage show thing, where people think they're suddenly a famous singer or start speaking in tongues. I mean, where does the line blur between entertainment and the real potential?
Yeah, definitely been some misuse and sensationalization, which is why ethical practice and working with a qualified professional are absolutely crucial.
Makes sense.
But research does show it can be effective for pain management and treating some phobias.
So there's some real scientific backing to it. It's not just smoke and mirrors.
Right.
What about self-hypnosis?
Oh, that's a good one.
Is that something anyone can learn?
Absolutely. Self-hypnosis, or auto-hypnosis as it's sometimes called, empowers people to induce that relaxed and focused state themselves.
Oh, interesting.
Often used for relaxation, stress reduction, improving sleep quality. You're essentially guiding your own mind into a state where it's more receptive to positive suggestions.
So it's like taking control of your mental well-being without needing someone else.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Speaking of taking control, if you're enjoying this deep dive, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button on our Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
You'll be notified about future episodes, and we explore some really cool stuff. Now, I got to ask about this NLP hypnosis.
Okay.
NLP, isn't that all about rewiring your brain for success? How does hypnosis fit in?
NLP hypnosis, or neuro-linguistic programming hypnosis, aims to change behaviors and address psychological issues. It focuses on the interplay between our neurological processes, language, and learned behaviors.
But there's still a lot of debate surrounding NLP, right?
Yeah.
What's so controversial about NLP hypnosis?
It's not that it's considered ineffective, more that the mechanisms behind it are still, not fully understood. Some argue more rigorous research is needed to validate the claims made by NLP practitioners.
I see.
It's a fascinating area, but one that's still kind of evolving in terms of scientific acceptance.
So sounds like there's still a lot to uncover about how our minds work and, the potential of these techniques.
Absolutely. Now, let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
Let's dive into the practical side of things, the advantages of hypnosis,
Yeah.
and why this topic is so relevant to so many people.
Okay, let's get to the nitty-gritty. Can hypnosis really deliver on its promises?
Mm.
I mean, can it actually help people overcome real challenges and improve their lives?
Yeah.
Kasal Iftikhar's presentation, it goes into some specific areas where it's shown to be super effective.
It is. One of the most well-known applications is breaking free from addictions like smoking, alcohol dependence, even overeating.
Wow, that's a big one. If hypnosis can actually help people overcome those kinds of ingrained habits, that's incredible. But how does it even work? Like, does it just erase the desire?
Yeah.
Or is there more to it?
It's not about erasing memories or taking away someone's free will, more about helping them access their subconscious mind to reframe their relationship with the behavior.
Okay.
Imagine being able to, like, weaken the hold that a craving has over you, or replacing negative thought patterns with positive affirmations.
So it's more like giving someone the mental tools to take control rather than forcefully removing the problem.
Exactly.
Got it. What about things like phobias? Can hypnosis really help someone get over a deep-seated fear?
Absolutely. Hypnotherapy has been used effectively to help manage and reduce the intensity of phobias. It's not about magically erasing the fear, but about changing your response to it, making it less overwhelming.
That's fascinating. And it seems like hypnosis is more than just addressing problems, right? There's this whole other side about its potential for personal growth and self-improvement.
Exactly. And that's where things get really interesting. We'll dive into those aspects more after a quick break. Remember to subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube channels for more deep dives like this one. And a big thanks once again to London Heartbeats Academy UK for providing the insightful material that's fueling our discussion today. We'll be back in a moment to explore the incredible world of hypnosis. You know, one thing that really stuck with me from Kisal Iftikhar's presentation was that emphasis on self-determination.
Like, it's not just about fixing problems, right? It's like hypnosis can actually empower you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's recognizing we have way more control over our thoughts and feelings and actions than we realize.
So it's not just breaking bad habits, but building new, more positive ones.
It's like procrastination,
Uh-huh.
or, I don't know, little nervous habits we all have.
Absolutely. Let's say you struggle with procrastination, right?
Hmm.
Hypnosis can help uncover the root cause of that. Maybe it's fear of failure
Oh, yeah.
or a need for perfection, and then reprogram those thought patterns.
So instead of just like forcing yourself, you're tackling the issue like at a deeper level.
Right. Or consider nail biting,
Oh.
a pretty common habit often linked to stress or anxiety. Hypnosis can help you develop other coping mechanisms, replace that urge to bite with something healthier, even address the underlying stress itself.
It's like swapping out a faulty line of code.
I love that analogy.
Mm.
And what's so empowering is that, unlike some self-improvement methods that rely on just brute force, hypnosis works with your mind, understands those subconscious patterns, and gently guides you towards positive change. Speaking of guidance, a huge shout out to London Heartbeats Academy UK for providing the material that's guiding our exploration today. And for our listeners, if you're finding this deep dive as fascinating as we are, remember to subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube channels for more mind-expanding content. We've got a lot more to uncover.
Okay, so back to self-determination.
Yeah, let's get back to that.
Imagine someone who's always dreamed of starting a business, but they keep getting bogged down by self-doubt.
Ugh, yeah. What if I fail?
Yeah.
Am I even good enough?
Yeah.
It can be so paralyzing.
Exactly. This is where hypnosis can be a game changer. It's not about magically erasing those fears, but like changing your relationship with them, cultivating a more resilient mindset, belief in your own abilities, perseverance to push through those obstacles.
So it's about rewiring those inner voices
Mhm.
from doubt to determination.
Precisely. The presentation uses this powerful image, a clenched fist, like breaking free from chains.
Oh,
It's a visual representation of that inner strength and drive.
I love that imagery.
And speaking of transformation, one area where hypnosis has shown really cool results is overcoming bad habits.
We touched on addiction earlier, but what about those everyday habits that might not be as serious,
Yeah.
but still like incredibly frustrating?
Oh,
Things that make you think, why do I keep doing this?
Hypnosis can be surprisingly effective for those too. It helps identify the triggers, the thought patterns behind those habits, and then replace them with healthier alternatives.
So it's a way to like retrain your brain's automatic responses.
Exactly. It's about working with your mind, not against it.
This all ties back to that idea of hypnosis as a tool for like self-discovery and empowerment.
Absolutely. It's about understanding the incredible power of our own minds and how we can use that to create change.
It's like we're finally being given the user manual to our brains. We've explored so much today, the different types of hypnosis, the applications, implications for self-improvement. But before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with a thought-provoking question. Considering the potential of hypnosis to unlock the power of the unconscious mind, what personal change or challenge would you be most interested in exploring through hypnosis? Let us know in the comments.
That's a great question to ponder. It really challenges us to think about the untapped potential within ourselves.
And don't forget, if you're eager for more deep dives into these fascinating topics, subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube channels. We're constantly exploring, and we can't wait to share them with you. And once again, huge thank you to London Heartbeat Z Academy UK for providing the thought-provoking material for this deep dive.
Yeah, it's been a really insightful journey.
We'll see you next time for another mind-expanding adventure.
It really is fascinating, right? To think that we have all this potential just waiting to be unlocked.
Yeah, like we're just scratching the surface.
And hypnosis might be one of the keys.
It definitely makes you rethink what's possible for yourself and for others.
You know, what's really stood out to me is that hypnosis isn't about mind control or parlor tricks.
It's more about self-discovery and empowerment,
It really is.
like getting a deeper understanding of how your own mind works. And that's what gives you the power to change.
Exactly.
It's like you get this backstage pass to your own mental and emotional control panel.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about breaking bad habits.
Mm.
But what about like other ways hypnosis can help you improve yourself?
Oh, there's so many. Think about things like boosting your confidence or improving your communication skills
Mm.
or even like enhancing creativity
Yeah.
or developing better time management habits.
Ooh, I could use some of that.
Right. All areas where hypnosis can be super effective.
It's like a toolbox for personal growth.
Mm.
And what I find so appealing is it's not about forcing yourself to change.
Yeah, you're not white knuckling it.
Exactly.
It's about working with your subconscious, understanding those patterns, those beliefs that are holding you back, and then like gently guiding yourself towards something better.
It's like giving yourself a mental and emotional upgrade.
I like that.
And for anyone who's been struggling, with those persistent negative thoughts,
Yeah,
hypnosis offers some hope.
it really does.
It reminds us we're not stuck. We can change. We can grow.
Exactly.
And on that note, I want to thank our listeners for joining us on this incredible deep dive
It's been a pleasure.
into the world of hypnosis.
Mm.
We hope this exploration has sparked your curiosity, maybe even inspired you to explore the power of your own mind.
Absolutely.
And of course, huge thank you to London Heartbeat Z Academy UK for providing the incredible material that made this deep dive possible.
They're fantastic.
Don't forget to check out their work.
Yeah.
Now, before we sign off, let's circle back to that thought-provoking question we asked. What personal change or challenge would you be most interested in exploring through hypnosis?
Yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.
And if you're eager for more deep dives into mind-expanding topics, remember to subscribe to our channels on Facebook and YouTube.
We're always on the lookout for fascinating new things to share.
Until next time, keep those minds curious and open to the infinite possibilities.